Well, I suppose I should not have been surprised because she is a good-looking woman in her late 30s. This is how it always happens, guys. This is how it always happens. If you need it, you're gonna get fucked in the end. I don't even need to read the rest because I know what happens and I know what's gonna happen. You're gonna get divorced. Look at me as a beacon. I'm the bat signal for open marriages. Hey, Kelsey, can you get me a drink? Oh, that's right. She's not here.
You're listening to Don't Take Bullshit from Fuckers with your hosts Greg Barrett and Kane Holloway.
Hey, welcome to Too Hot to Handle Season 4.
I've already watched 2 episodes.
I'm on episode 3, son.
Oh, man. I gotta say, though, I'm not loving these contestants.
Nah, they're all right.
They're not, I hate to say it, but they're not that hot.
I was thinking, dude, I was going to text you, and then I was like, no, I'll just bring it up on the show. But I was going to text you. These fools are like fucking, they're like 8s, and you got to be 10s on Too Hot to Handle. There's a couple 7s in there.
They're like discount hot.
They are discount hot. They're Walmart sexy.
Yeah. No, they're like when you put the CD in the $3 bin, like they're like CDs. They're not streaming. They're not streaming.
They're not.
I feel so. I'm of 2 minds about this. First off, there's no person with curves.
Yeah, there's no curvy person. You're right. Absolutely. Everyone's sort of stickish, and then there's like a bump for their ass, and that's about it. And then the guys aren't as ripped. There's like 2 guys, maybe just the one. I think his name is Nigel. Nigel looks like the Hulk. He's all every muscle is bulging, but he seems to be like the only one that's like that.
Yeah, I mean, they're just not. It's too hot. It's not hot to handle. It's not kind of hot to handle. It's too hot.
I want to blow on you before I put you in my mouth, and I still want to be like. It's too hot still.
It's too hot. Like, I get it. I get when you do The Bachelor and you put 20 women on, you're going to have some diversity there.
Yeah.
And there's different kinds of cute.
Yes.
But when you only got 4 men and 4 women, how hard is it to find just absolute hotties?
I know. They're supposed to be too hot to handle.
Yeah.
I don't need to wear gloves for these people. I also love that they're so fucking like, oh, I destroy men. I'm a playboy. And I just like, and everyone's so easily falling for each other this time around too. No one's really playing a game too hard. Anytime. And then Nigel tries to play a game on the hottest one in the villa. And then he gets fucked like almost instantaneously. It like doesn't, it backfires like immediately.
The thing about it is the part that's difficult with these shows is creating chemistry. And then also like, what do you do when every guy falls for the same girl?
Yeah.
And the other girls aren't even in the fucking show.
I know.
You don't even see them.
I know.
They all like the one girl.
Yeah.
Who's like a 9.
Yeah. She's a 9.
Not too hot to handle.
No. She likes to think she is too hot to handle, but she's being handled. And so are the guys. All the guys are like instantly in love. So nobody's too hot to handle, and everyone's being handled and it's disgusting. It's like a
Now
disgusting.
I have to give it to if I was giving out awards, which I should,
You should. We're calling the Kriegers.
for reality casting.
Mm-hmm.
The best reality casting that I've seen so far, 2 seasons in a row, is Fuckboy Island.
Oh, yes.
The casting is superb.
It is. It gets the ultimate Golden Gregors.
Now, the thing that's tough with Too Hot to Handle is that they can't advertise themselves as Too Hot to Handle, because the trick is the people think they're on a different show.
Yes.
And so instead, these people think they're going to be on a show with Mario Lopez, who is, by the way, also in the discount bin.
Is not too hot to handle at all.
I would be happy with his face and his career.
Sure,
But
me too.
elated, actually. Elated.
Yeah.
He lives like a prince.
Yeah.
But he's discount. And then the show was called, what was the fake show called?
Wild Love.
Wild Love. I wouldn't, if I was a reality contestant, if I was somebody who wanted to be on a reality show, Wild Love wouldn't pique my interest.
Not even a little bit. And Wild Love is a show that would have come around the same time as Rock of Love and Tequila, a shot at tequila, or whatever that fucking show was called. You know, all those shows where it's one person. It's like The Bachelor, except the person is semi-famous, and you want to try to do a couple seasons. Flavor of Love, when they did the Flavor Flav, and it feels like Wild Love belongs in the early 2000s era of all of that weird shit, because, and they also like they shit on their own idea with Wild Love, because then they're like, we're gonna take you to the extremes and you're gonna find love in the most extreme way possible. We're gonna put you on an airplane and you guys might be doing zero gravity, and then you're gonna leap off, and then you're gonna find your true love through intense wild, crazy shit here on Wild Love. I'm Mario Lopez. Also, why is Mario Lopez the host of Wild Love? That's a strange choice, because he's not like, if you got Jeff Probst in there and he was the host of Wild Love, it'd make a lot more sense. But yeah, and then so they take the concept, they make fun of their own concept of Too Hot to Handle. Like, they're making fun of themselves with Wild Love. And then they all find out they're on Too Hot to Handle at the airstrip, which is the weirdest place to divulge that information. But whatever.
Yeah, it just I don't know. I feel like they've lost the thread on this one. It might turn around. They might bring new people to the island. Do they bring new people in already?
Not yet. They're still building on their relationships.
Yeah, they got 10 episodes, but I gotta say, I feel like maybe we're trying to be too. This is where I worry about cancel culture and political correctness.
Okay.
Yes, everything should be diverse.
Yeah.
But if it says hot, then make them hot. And we all know what that means. And yes, it's different for every person and blah, 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 blah. And why isn't Lizzo on the show? I get it. Quite frankly, somebody like Lizzo would help pump this thing up a little bit.
Absolutely. Because
somebody with that kind of confidence, they need somebody with that kind of confidence.
Yeah, Lizzo has the type of I'm too hot to handle energy. Yeah. You know, she in her heart knows for a fact she's too hot to handle. And everybody else who thinks otherwise is just shit as far as she's concerned. She could care less what you think about her and her body. And so, but she's proud to say so. So yeah, if you had Lizzo on the show, it'd be pretty insane. But it'd have to be Lizzo. It couldn't be like someone who thinks they're Lizzo. It would have to actually be Lizzo, because then everyone would be like, dude,
have you guys seen an ad? I don't know what it's for, but Lizzo's in a bathtub and she wants treats.
Yeah,
So she's
tub
ordering stuff. It might be like Postmates or something, or
DoorDash,
Go Kart or whatever that thing is called,
Instacart.
Instacart.
Yeah.
But she's just in the bathtub, and like first she wants cookies, and then she wants ice cream with sprinkles, and then she wants Takis.
Right.
But can you imagine pitching this to Lizzo? Like, wouldn't you be a little bit nervous about like, hey, so you're huge. How would you like to sit in a bathtub and order snacks?
Oh God.
And cover up most of your body with bubbles.
Yeah. And Liz was like, I'm on it.
I'm all
I'll
for
eat
it.
Takis in the bathtub.
Yeah,
she's like my hero.
Yeah, Liz is great. Queen Latifah also, she got approached by Weight Watchers, I remember, and she had like a whole thing about this where Weight Watchers was like, hey, go on Weight Watchers, lose a bunch of weight, and we'll like pay for this. And she's like, I'll do Weight Watchers and I'll like sponsor Weight Watchers, but I'm not going to lose a ton of weight. I'll lose like 10 pounds and I'll say that I did it on Weight Watchers, but I like being big. She's like, I like my body the way it is, so I don't need to lose weight. But if the check's coming in and I want to promote a healthier lifestyle, yeah, I'll lose like 5-10 pounds, whatever. And so she loses just like a little bit of weight. And I remember those Weight Watchers commercials. And then she did an article where she was like, yeah, I basically told them how much weight I want to lose. And if you have that kind of Queen Latifah money, then you can pretty much budget how much weight you want to lose.
Are you talking about CBS's The Equalizer?
Hell yeah. That show's too hot to handle, baby. We have a question. This one is from our Discord, DTBFF podcast. This is questions for the show. Lashes41 sent this one in and says, first off, love the fucking show. Language. Fuck you. I don't appreciate it. Question. If you're a real icy, picky motherfucker when it comes to dating, you finally meet someone you want to seriously date after a year plus, extremely sweet, you like, but they get immediately annoyed by constant jokes / have bland humor. Do you see it through or cut ties? E.g., no one likes my Texan liberal pescatarian date profile pic. And it's a picture of, I'm assuming this is Lashes41. So sexy, he has to wear a public disguise. This is Lashes41.
Okay.
Yeah. So Lashes41 in his tucked in flannel and his car seat belt buckle and his Texas fish hat wants to know that if he should cut ties with someone who doesn't have the same sense of humor.
Yes. I mean, I don't know how you could. That's like saying. That's literally like saying, Can you go without air?
I know.
How long can you go without air?
I think sense of humor is also the same as if you have sexual chemistry. So if you don't have sexual chemistry,
yeah,
it's the same. Like, oh, like we connect, we're real good. We have a good sense of humor. We connect emotionally, and we like to joke around. But boy, is it a dry fuck festival. I hate every second we're having sex. Then it's probably not gonna. You probably should just be friends. And in the same way that maybe you guys connect sexually, but you're not a good sense of humor, maybe you should just be fuck buddies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unless you don't have sexual chemistry either, then you are essentially dating your sister and you should move on.
The thing about humor is it's really about intellect.
Mm-hmm.
And it is about worldview.
Mm-hmm.
It is how you see the world. That's where comedy comes from. It's your response to the world.
Yes.
And so it's super important. Like I always shit talk my relationship with Amira on here. and I always make Amira seem like a beast. But we laugh, and when she laughs at me, that's almost as good as sex.
Yeah,
for me.
of
Like
course.
I love nothing more than making her laugh.
Yes.
And I like being surprised by her and saying funny shit. And everybody in the family, all four of us, pop off every once in a while, and everybody has a good sense of humor. True is fucking hilarious. She's
Yeah.
hilarious. And then Mighty will say something out of left field, and it's the glue it's the glue in the family.
Yeah.
It cuts the tension from the problems and the things that we're not doing right.
Yeah.
But it's so necessary. It's vital.
Mm-hmm.
I see people, in the millions of hours of dating shows that I've watched, I will hear people say about other contestants, "Oh, he's hilarious," and I'm like, that motherfucker has been on this show for 3 weeks. He hasn't said a fucking one thing that could even be kind of like he's not hilarious.
It's not funny.
But she thinks he's hilarious.
Right.
So that's a glue for them.
Yeah. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you're right. You do have to find a common ground. All relationships are complicated, but you can boil them down to a few things. One of them is humor. And if you can get 5 things in common, one of them being humor, sexual chemistry, emotional, you have the same values, and you also find each other attractive, all things that they completely pass over in Love is Blind. Then you have a foundation to lay, and you're going to run into problems, and you're going to have fights and all this stuff, and there's more nuances and complexities to any relationship. But if you have a core couple of things that you can go, yeah, they're fun.
Yeah.
For these reasons. They're fun, they're funny, they do this, they make me feel this way, and fuck. I love making them laugh, and I love when they make me laugh. And it's very easy to do that on either side. And
and I think he said something about her being annoyed by his jokiness, and that's just a bad sign.
Yeah.
Because that means that person doesn't understand you, and so they're uncomfortable when you are being your best self.
Yeah.
And maybe being weird or extroverted.
Yeah.
We don't want anyone to step on our extrovertedness. Like, we want to be fully fleshed out in who we are.
Yeah, that's why Greg and I will never be romantically connected, because he does not like my weird extroverted self. He gets annoyed. He doesn't like my date ideas. And that's paramount to the success of any relationship I find myself in now. Okay. If you like my movie date idea and you cut your sandwiches down the middle and you don't like a lot of pillows, and so far the girl I'm with, not a lot of pillows on the couch. And when I say I'm like, she sees my 2 pillows, at no point is she ever like, you need more pillows on here. There's no point of that. I cut my sandwiches in the middle. She's never blinked at the idea that it needs to be cut any other way. And she
hasn't said anything. Because you're still in that part of the relationship.
She's had ample opportunity. Ample. Well, yeah, we would say break it off. Cut it loose. What's the point of being around someone who I had an ex. My mom noticed that whenever I would like hold court in a room, everyone would be laughing but her. And my mom like pulled me aside and she was like, you might want to address that, because it doesn't seem like she seems to like you, because what you're showing is your genuine and comfortable personality is when I'm around a bunch of people that I love, that I know I can make. I've made laugh in the past. I can make laugh again. I can tell a long story. I can make fun of them. And the whole time I'm doing all that, I'm addressing everyone in the room and everyone's laughing, but the girl I was with at the time. And my mom was like, ugh, that's a bad sign, son. You might want to talk to her about it. And then I did. And I was like, what's the deal? And she was just like, I don't know. I just don't think it's funny. And I was like, oh, that's my whole life. My entire identity. So yeah, cut it off. It's better if you do that.
We'll be right back.
This is the theme song for What Does This Mean song. The theme song for What Does This Mean song. We'll read a self-help quote, and they're definitely not memes. Memes are something completely different than quotes. Quotes are supposed to help you through all the bullshit in your life. And memes are like that poster of that cat hanging from a tree. And it says, hang in there, baby, or Monday. Am I right? Mondays, am I right? So if you can think of a different title, then we'll probably change it.
It's What Does This Meme? It's the theme song for people who are too hot to handle. Our listeners are out there. They're all 10s. They're all too hot to handle.
Yeah.
You're listening right now. You know how hot you are. And so don't just settle for a 7 who's got good game, okay? Spitting at the mouth, they're lying to you. You wait for that 10 who can make direct eye contact with you. You hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Have sex with them immediately.
Immediately. Don't even wait. Don't even wait for their middle name. Just sex, no condom. This one comes from Paige Brianna, who sent it to the podcast Instagram, and she also sent 2 to me on my personal Instagram. This one, a DTBFF podcast. She sent one that says, with a picture of Paris Hilton on it, if you're ever feeling bad about yourself, remember, there are people out there obsessively watching videos about how to be an alpha male.
Oh, that's it? That's the end of it?
That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
That's it.
Did she just say that, or is that an actual quote?
It's a good question.
I mean, it is. I mean, that is the truth.
Yeah.
There are men out there now.
Mm-hmm. Well, men who listen to our show are trying to be Sigma males. They don't want to lead a pack. They just want to. They want to Lone Ranger that. They just want to go on their own. They don't need women, and they don't need other men. They just want to be alone in a bunker, making shoe bombs or whatever fucking Sigma males do. She also said
60% of white America voted for Trump.
That's right. 60%. That's a lot.
Of white America.
That's too much.
I need less white friends.
I know. She also sent me videos of people making food, and it's disgusting. Like the things they do with their hands are gross, and people are being overly sexual. She sent me a video where a guy is making crunchy but juicy shrimp and cheese curls, and then he's eating it. And she's like, if I have to be this uncomfortable now, you do too. And I watched it, and the food looks really good. So I said, I actually like this one. And she said, go ahead and watch it again with your eyes closed. And I said, no. So she sent me one that says, guy enters a rap battle, but only gives compliments. And he's like, killing with kindness. Got MCs dropping like flies. I like your shirt. It brings out your eyes.
Okay.
Yeah.
A self-help quote.
Uh-huh.
is an inspirational sentence or a couple of sentences to get you psyched about your life.
Right. You don't feel psyched right now?
This is called my least favorite Kane.
What? Why don't you like Rap Battle Kane? You have a problem with Rap Battle Kane? He's coming at you with compliments, son.
Oh, no.
I like your sweater, Greg. I don't know how to freestyle rap. As badly as I want to live out my 8 Mile dreams, I do not have the brain for rhyming. I don't have it. It's just not in there. So if you try to get me to rhyme, we'd be sitting here for a while. She also sent me another one that says, I will dye my hair blue and call me Marge Simpson because I love you, homie. Anyway, those were just for me. Okay. That was called Paige is making Kane laugh. That's our part of our segment. But we can go back over to what does this meme? We have some Sasa sent us one. She goes, from a page that posts relationship quotes, I thought it was funny, and I wish I knew what it said because it's been flagged for false information.
Oh, incredible.
Yeah, isn't that great? The same information was reviewed by independent fact checkers in another post. And it's from a place called Fuckology Official.
Okay.
Okay. Geekiana sent one that's that says it's having a conversation. The girl says, "Hey, let's do doggy." The guy says, "All right, off the bed." And she says, "What?" And he goes, "Get out of it." And then he goes, "Outside." And then he goes, "Get." Not worth it.
We gotta rework this segment for next.
I know. We haven't inspired one person yet.
No. Also,
mhm.
we should make it sort of a show policy to just read self-help quotes. No memes, no movies,
No movies.
nothing with a picture or an explanation.
Okay.
Just simple.
Okay.
Just self-help quotes.
All right. Okay, well then we can't do this next one. Let's see. What about no?
Denonymous is no good?
No, it's not. I don't think it's gonna work.
Then let's bounce back to Instagram, and Smokey's got 2 regular what does this memes in there.
Okay. Smokey Creepin', who was really coming hard with the memes and the content for the show, really.
Mm-hmm.
You know? He has one that says, the next relationship I get into, I'm asking for a security deposit.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And then we've already read this once before, I do believe.
You know what? I think we have, actually.
We've
I don't
already.
know. Maybe somebody else sent it.
Yeah.
Now that I'm looking at it, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Daria, is it Daria?
Yeah.
Daria sent one of Oscar the Grouch. Some people say having a positive attitude is the way to go. Well, I'm positive I want to go away from those people.
Are we recording?
This has been a real dismal segment. This is the worst What Does This Mean we've ever had in the
It's terrible.
almost.
I've spent the entire time just looking at a picture of Jenna Ortega.
Who
you guys
is?
know who that is? Do you know
Is
who
he
Jenna Ortega is?
Is he an F1 racer?
Jenna Ortega is in Wednesday.
Oh, is she Wednesday?
She's Wednesday. And
Yeah,
she was also in X.
Yeah, she's great in X.
She is 400 years my junior,
Yes.
but she's so fucking beautiful.
She's very beautiful. She's also really good in Scream. I always thought she was very beautiful. Yeah, Wednesday and her as Wednesday, perfect casting.
Yeah, she's amazing.
Also, I'm getting to an age too where I guess Christina Ricci is in the show,
Yeah,
who played Wednesday
yeah,
in the Addams Family movies,
yes.
and everyone has been looking that up and finding out that she's also Wednesday, and then being surprised by the information. And I don't like that. I don't appreciate people being like, I didn't know Christina Ricci was also Wednesday. Everyone used to know that Christina Ricci, she was Wednesday. She
Yes.
was Wednesday. I don't like that people don't know she was Wednesday.
But to be fair, I didn't know it was her for 2 episodes.
She looks a lot different.
She's got a wig on, like she doesn't look anything like herself, really. But until you're like, oh, of course it is.
Yeah. It's Wednesday. Come on.
Yeah,
man.
Wednesdays. Yeah, it's decent.
Yeah, is it? I haven't watched it yet, but everyone keeps talking about it. It feels like the new Dahmer, where everyone's talking about it, and I feel like I should be watching it.
Yeah, it's not amazing. It's not going to blow your mind. It's no White Lotus, but
God, White Lotus is good.
Wow.
It's so
crazy.
good.
There's just bombs everywhere. Every relationship makes you think it's about to go horribly wrong.
I know.
You're constantly like, what the fuck's going to happen?
You know, that is, I watch that show and then I think about our show as when people are like wondering what does a relationship look like when people don't talk to each other? What does a relationship feel like when the communication has gone out the window? And it's every relationship in White Lotus, both seasons.
Except for the couple that have what you would expect to be problems, and they're not problems.
The couple that's on the retreat with the other couple.
Yeah, the guy from Divergent and
yeah, they seem to kind of have,
despite their flaws.
Yeah, they seem to have they seem to have come to some common ground.
Yeah, some kind of a mutual agreement.
I like
very interesting.
Yeah, I like most about Aubrey Plaza's character and her relationship is she seems to feel like she's better than any other couple when really they're drowning. They are fucking not doing good.
No.
And they can't talk. And they can't talk about anything. And she seems to, most of what she talks about is how much better they are than any other couple. But they're not talking about their own struggles, their sex life, the fact that they want different things, the fact that they just don't flat out communicate at all.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a really smart show.
It's really good. What do you have, Greg? Do you have any memes?
No, I just have a picture of Jenna Ortega.
Gotcha. Gotcha. She's beautiful.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
She's got a big career ahead of her.
Yeah, she's gonna continue to blow up. What do you have, Pat?
I've got a couple of just regular quotes here, but it seems like this man stuffy kind of adjacent quotes keeps showing up in my feed. We've got one here from Grind Season. Thankful for the struggle. It turned me into a savage.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. So, despite the fact that I've worked out now, what has it been? 3 weeks, 4 weeks?
Mm-hmm.
I've lost a pound.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. But yesterday I rode the bike for 23 miles.
Oh, shit.
Hour and a half.
Yeah.
And I fucking have been doing that almost I've been riding, usually I ride an hour.
Yeah.
And lifting weights and all that stuff. I'm a savage. Like I feel better.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not never else, like I So the struggle
Mm-hmm.
has turned me into a savage.
Mhm.
Yes. I guess you could be thankful for the struggle. I'm never thankful for the struggle. I wish I didn't struggle. I wish
Yeah.
I didn't struggle in my childhood and my past relationships and other things. You need to struggle, obviously. Struggling builds character. If you don't struggle, you're a pretty bland, boring person. But to be
I mean,
thankful,
all of stand-up is struggle.
yes.
It's nothing but a constant. I mean, it isn't when you're doing well, but I've never gotten to the point in my life where I am bulletproof.
Right.
And when a joke dies, sometimes there's a reason for it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, sometimes there's no reason for it. It's just done. Can't even explain it. But then you go on to write another joke. Like my new thing now is to get an opener. I need an opener.
Yes.
I haven't had an opener in a long time. So there's my struggle.
There's your struggle. And I don't like, no one likes to struggle. So, but when you get through the struggle, you're grateful. You feel more empowered. You feel like it's like, oh man, look at all I went through, and then look what I've accomplished. But if you could not have to go through that, you'd be even more thankful. You'd be way more thankful. I mean,
like Mario Lopez.
Yeah, you'd be Mario Lopez. That guy is a TV legend. They even say it on Too Hot to Handle. He's a TV legend. I don't know what his struggle is, but I'm sure he's pretty grateful for the fact that he's been consistently paid to be on TV since he was like 17.
Yeah.
That'd be dope. That'd be so cool.
It'd be great.
I'm a background actor in a show that might get cut out. Now, as fun as that experience was, I'd be pretty pissed if my scene got cut. I was there all fucking day. All right. I'm not grateful for that struggle.
I've got another regular quote here. This one is from Mindset Therapy. Don't let anyone who hasn't been in your shoes tell you how to tie your laces.
That's cute and all, but what the fuck?
It's hard to tie shoes.
I can't. No one's ever told me how to tie my shoe. I've never paid any. Like, that's not a thing.
No. If I was over at your house and you were having trouble tying your shoes, I wouldn't tell you how to tie your shoes. I would call Pat and say, we need to take Greg to the hospital. He can't tie his own fucking shoes.
Yeah.
Well, and always, I got a couple of real man quotes.
Whoa.
He's still not doing well.
Oh no, is he struck? Is he? I bet he's not grateful for the struggle.
He is not.
Poor boy.
We've got, nowadays, the loyalty of a dog is much better than humans.
Oh, so now he's just
Not even nowadays. Always.
forever, since the dawn of man and
There's
dog.
nothing better than a dog.
Yeah, dogs are the best.
They fucking love the shit out of you. They're amazing.
Unconditionally.
I love my dogs.
Yes.
I love them fucking. I got down on the floor and laid with them the other day. I can't get enough of them. They're the fucking greatest. You're not fucking blowing the loyal nowadays. Go fuck yourself.
Nowadays, meaning since the dawn of time, men have been ruthless.
All right, I think we'll close it out with this one. Another one from Real Man Quotes.
Uh-huh.
Your mother didn't give birth to you to see you begging to girls to love you back.
First off, you don't even know that.
Yeah. Don't presume.
My mom raised me to be a cuck.
Have you met Beta Greg? That's Beta Greg you're talking about. That's my friend you're talking about.
That's Beta Greg.
That's Beta Greg right there, son. And if he was born to do anything, it was to beg. He literally laid on the floor with his dogs the other day. Don't you ever talk about Greg like that.
Fuckers.
Segment 3. It's about the same energy as it was before. We've had pretty good energy all the way through, I think.
Yeah, our energy's been good.
Yeah, there's no need to change it up, really, or feel like we need to get higher. I think we're good. Von Riesling. Remember when Von emailed us and said he's going through a breakup and he had to move back to LA because work stuff. And he asked what we should do, and we told him to stop being a little bitch.
No.
He said, Heartbreak Ridge. Hey, Kane and Greg, I was surprised to hear you guys read my email on your show the other morning. I was even more surprised that you took it seriously and didn't mock my situation in any way. Right after the show, I set my MP3 player to shuffle and headed out on foot to Trader Joe's. Songbird by Christy McVeigh came up. I always liked that tune, but it hit me in a different way. And at the risk of presenting myself as a weeping fool in public, rather than suppress it, I let the waterworks go. I was wearing sunglasses after all. Later that day, I read that Christy had passed away. Cue my mystical coincidence music. You guys talking about my situation with empathy was an act of kindness. The effect wasn't apparent at the moment, but it seems to have cleared a path for an emotional release of sadness or grief that I hadn't processed before. I did not see that coming. Thank you, Von Riesling.
No, that's good. That's great.
That's really sweet. I'm glad. Arturo also wrote in. He said he was the guy that wrote in about trying to figure out what he should do. Buy a house for his girlfriend and daughter, or
right.
Daughter. Remember him? And we told him to stop being a little bitch too.
God damn it.
What am I doing?
Wrecking the show.
Completely demolishing everything we've set up. Arturo says, just listen. Thank you so much. I didn't expect to get emotional at work in front of my machine, but that's life, I guess. Thank you for the advice and making me feel heard. I needed that. Happy holidays to you guys.
No, happy holidays back. I love the holidays.
Yeah, the holidays. Happy holidays. Are you excited for Christmas?
Yeah. I think we might go to Palm Springs.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Which would be the first time away. So it'll be fun.
Dude, I went to Palm Springs in the summertime.
Yeah, there's a cool energy out there. I like Palm Springs a lot.
Yeah, Palm Springs is great.
Yeah.
I really love it. Airbnb, got a nice little house in the desert. Had hammocks outside. You can see the stars. Just fucking sat and chilled swung on the hammocks and turned everything off. Turned all the phones, no music, no nothing, and just sort of sat in the desert.
Yeah, the mid-century architecture. It's just a vibe out there. It's so great.
Yeah, it's awesome. I definitely would go back. SJ Porter sent something that says, "Hey, Team Kane for the movie idea and Team Greg for the diagonal sandwich cut."
Ooh.
Interesting.
I know. Isn't that interesting? Wow. On to a Reddit remix. Reddit remix. Am I the asshole for asking to retract the open marriage I begged my wife for? Uh-oh. Womp, 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 womp. For years, I've wanted an open marriage, or at least thought I did. I've begged my wife, and she's always said no, but she finally agreed to do it. We agreed to some ground rules. Number one, no dating any mutual friends. Number two, fully disclose our marriage status on dating apps. Number three, use protection and disclose everything we do and whom with. Well, I
Wait, say
suppose
that again. Say that one again.
use protection and disclose everything we do and who we do it with.
Oh, to each other,
Yeah.
not on Instagram.
Yeah. You just keep taking different couple pictures and posting them in your feed. Well, I suppose I should not have been surprised because she is a good-looking woman in her late 30s. This is how it always happens, guys. This is how it always happens. If you need it, you're gonna get fucked in the end. I don't even need to read the rest because I know what happens and I know what's gonna happen. You're gonna get divorced. Look at me as a beacon. I'm the bat signal for open marriages. Hey, Kelsey, can you get me a drink? Oh, that's right. She's not here. So, well, I suppose I should not have been surprised because she is a good-looking woman in her late 30s, but she instantly had dozens of matches, maybe even hundreds. On nights when she is home, she spends hours swiping and texting, sometimes disappearing into the bathroom to take selfies. Oh my God. She doesn't say that, but it's obvious. The other night, she's out, usually coming home in the morning to shower, changing, get ready for work. Fuck. From what she told me, most of her dates are younger guys in their 20s. Meanwhile, I have struggled to find anyone appealing to match with. She has also gradually stopped having sex with me. When she does, it's perfunctory on her end, like she is getting it over with. So overall, this is not working for me, and I believe it's damaging our marriage and life together. Would I be the asshole for asking her to call the whole thing off? Yeah! You shouldn't have suggested it in the first place, you fucking dipshit. How about, babe, let's take a break. Let's get divorced because I'm an immature dickhead. Dude, when you're so thirsty, it's not attractive. It's out there in the ether. I believe in the energy that if you're trying to get it, it's not coming for you. It's just not going to happen. Okay? It's just not going to happen. And so on different moments in my open relationship, I was a little too thirsty and nothing happened. And then when I was numb to the idea of it, I started to get flooded with different options. So, but just don't do it for that reason. To beg your wife. God, of course that's what's going to happen. Of course.
I love how into it she is.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
She's taking selfies.
Yes.
She's coming home to shower.
I know. Dude, I'm instantly on her team. Like, I was so on her team the moment he said he begged her for it. I begged her, please, bro. What do you think? That's just not how it works. Ever. Read a book first.
And unsurprisingly, a better looking woman picked a guy who thought he was pretty good looking.
Yeah.
Turns out he's not that great looking.
No.
Nobody's swiping on him.
Nobody gives a fuck. Oh, I mean, guys, listen to me. Just listen to me when I tell you this, okay? Just have a conversation first. Don't really work it out with you. Write it down. What do you want? You don't want an open relationship. You really don't. You're not polyamorous. People who identify as polyamorous, like we learned from Lauren, they're out there. That's what their life is like. The guy can share his girl and the girl can share her guy and vice versa, and girls can share their girls and whatever, and it's a whole big fuck festival, but they're all one big happy family. I've actually seen it in front of me before. But when you just want to go get laid, break up. Just break up. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of this trying to have your cake and eating it too. I'm gonna fucking come over and smash your cake.
I love it.
God. Anyway, what do you
But how
think?
do you feel about it, Kane?
Am I too harsh? Am I too harsh on the guy? I just, I mean, come on, man. It's just it drives me-
Polyamory is not for you. You're not a believer.
No, it's dude. I can't even be fuck buddies. It's just like it's an impossibility. It just is. You can't do it. You have some chemistry or you don't have chemistry, and then that ruins the thing. Because if you're like, I just want to be your fuck buddy, and then you have chemistry together, that you're gonna fucking fall in love. That's just how it works. And then if you don't have chemistry, you're gonna stop fucking each other. It's just how it works.
Yeah.
So there's like it's such a small percentage of people out there that can do this thing. And when you find a woman that you had to constantly beg to be into the idea, you're gonna lose. You will lose. Because and I would say this even for a woman, if you're begging just because you're a hot, beautiful woman or whatever, you're gonna go out there. If you're thirsty, that energy is gonna fucking detract somebody. You're gonna go out there and go, oh, I'm trying to get my fucking dick wet, and you're like, I don't want this. Whatever this is it's too much. I don't want it. So the fact that she didn't want it, went out there, yeah, of course she's going to be winning. Dude, she's going to win forever. You might as well just break up because now you can't retract it, especially since she's just like having the time of her life. And then she comes home and she's like, oh, I got to fuck my husband. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Schitt's Creek, bro. You're up Schitt's Creek, son.
That's incredible. So true.
Yeah. Well, what do you guys think? Am I crazy? Am I wrong? Am I a little too passionate? Something that haven't worked out yet? I don't know. Let us know at dtbffpodcast@gmail.com. You can send all of your email questions, you can send your questions and email them over there. You can also send your memes, and you can send them to our podcast Instagram, which you should follow, DTBFF Podcast, and join the Discord, DTBFF Podcast on the Discord. And Greg and I and Pat are on it, and there's a lot of people on it, share a lot of things, thirst traps of their pets. Laura Rude just got a brand new baby kangaroo, and it's adorable. So you can see all that stuff over there. You can follow me at Kane Holloway on Instagram.
It's Gregors on Instagram, and I have some shows coming up. I'll post them on my Instagram, so follow me there.
I'm at DTBFF Producer Pat on Instagram.
If you'd like to support us, we have two options. Both, I think, are great options. Number one, go to the Patreon, patreon.com/DTBFF podcast. And you get bonus episodes, video versions of the show. Also, we interact with you on there as well. And we have a store with merch. We have socks.
Christmas. It's just in time for Christmas.
Just in time for Christmas. We got all kinds of shirts, sweaters, socks, stickers, mugs. We got all kinds of pillows. We're in the pillow game. We're in the sock game. We're fashionistas. We're taking over where Kanye failed. Okay?
Yeah.
Adidas is going to pick us up.
Yeah. We wait till you see our shoes. And our Kanye Matters t-shirts.
Oh God.
I think Kanye also missed the part where Jesus was also Jewish. Whatever. Get into that. You can also go to our Redbubble store. It's in the description, the Patreon, all the links that you want to know about our websites and all that kind of stuff are all in the description of the show. And thank you everybody for listening and subscribing and doing all that shit. And if you want to call in the show, how do they do that, Pat?
You can call us at 323-379-5544.
Don't take bullshit from fuckers.
Fuck 'em.
Hey there, if you like the show, you can find bonus episodes and more at our Patreon at patreon.com/DTBFF podcast. And then rate the show 5 stars on iTunes because it's the right thing to do. All music by the Rating Monarchs, produced by Patrick Kelly.